Hello there guys and girls, this is Pixel and today I've got a little video for you all because there has been some more developments as to what's going to happen with the future of Rocket League. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Rocket League News. First of all, I just want to say a massive thank you for all the support you guys have left on the channel and all these recent videos. I've had a lot of fun making them, and I had some really nice comments on my recent video, Rocket League Messed Up, about the gameplay, the montage, and the way you guys responded to the way that was edited and the content in that video gave me a decent idea for a new series, a new gameplay series that I think you guys are really going to love. It will bring an extra spice to gameplay that I just think will make it really funny, so let me know down in the comments if you're excited for that. But first of all, I'll finally address the Rocket League Epic Games clash, and then we've got more news about Rocket League and the summer update. So this is going to be a bit of a shorter video than my usual videos, but I've got tomorrow coming up on the channel, if my upload speed can handle it, a very, very exciting video that I'm super stoked to make. So before we get into looking at this, I just want to give a shout out to the sponsors of this video. Without them, videos like all the videos that I make, really, even this video, being able to take this video off from crates and stuff like that, it wouldn't be possible without the help of my sponsors. So I'm going to play their intro. If you want to skip over it, you can, but just supporting them really supports me and it means a lot to me, so I'm going to play that, then we're going to get back in to the news. You guys need to go and check out the sponsors of this video, lolga.com. They sell gift cards for cheaper than they actually are if you use my discount code PIXEL at checkout for 6% off. Say you want a $50 gift card, go to the checkout, use my code, and you can get it for cheaper than $50. If you want to buy V-Bucks on Fortnite, keys on Rocket League, or much more, then you can go and do that using the link in the description. Lolga is not affiliated with any game that I'm playing or showing on the channel, but they're really supporting me, and I hope you go show them some love. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of the video. So you guys have seen all the jokes, all the memes about Rocket League and Epic Games, cars doing the default dance, all that sort of stuff, and a lot of the responses were kind of negative, and 100% this was because of Epic Games' affiliation with Fortnite. If Epic Games was some kind of other developer that people maybe didn't know much about, or Fortnite wasn't as successful, wasn't a meme as the most popular game in the world, I don't think people really would have cared that much. I honestly think there would have been a lot of people saying, good for you, Psyonix, getting that bread, because obviously this implies that there's going to be more money for Psyonix to work with, and I think had this not been Epic Games / Fortnite's doing, I think people would have supported them and wanted, to grow the game with the community that we have. It's just, I feel like some people think that with Epic Games and the mainstream audience of Fortnite, that taints Rocket League and the community that Rocket League has and that Rocket League has built over the few years, and even before Rocket League came out with supersonic acrobatic rocket power battle cars. Sunless Khan put it fairly well. He said obviously it's in his best interest for this to work. Likewise for me, this is my source of income. It's in my best interest for this to work, so maybe our opinion's slightly biased, but looking at it objectively, like the bias in me is like, we could see Rocket League creator codes, which would be very, very good, but objectively we have no reason for this to be a bad thing yet. I'm not entirely sure why the community is absolutely blowing up over this. I'm sure you guys can let me know down in the comments what you think about this. If you've got a negative opinion of this, then by all means let me know. But what can Epic Games do to Rocket League that would really change it in any way that wouldn't change if Psyonix was still the main owners? You know what I mean? And this deal has clearly been in the works for a long time. I mean, Fortnite Season 9 just came out, and I mean, hey, I'm seeing some similarities. You've got the new slipstream mechanic to get around the map. First of all, slipstream is a Rocket League decal that kind of depicts the way you move around in Fortnite Season 9. And if you look at the wind tunnels, it looks like the new Special Edition ASIC wheels brought to Rocket League with the recent new Ferocity crate. You know what I'm saying? And of course there's Neo Tilted, which you could build an argument for being inspired by Neo Tokyo. The decor is similar, the colours are obviously a lot brighter because it's Fortnite, it's the same name, it's a city, I'm seeing some crossovers there. And another thing that suggests that this deal has been going on for a while, which obviously it has, was the introduction of the Rocket Pass. When it came out, a lot of people made the comparison between that and the Battle Pass. It was clearly very similar, and perhaps Epic Games did have a hand in it, and that's why there was no sort of repercussions. But still, all I can see at the moment is that there will be more money in Rocket League, which is good. More money in the esports, bigger prize pools, that's probably where a lot of it's going to go, marketing, bigger events, that sort of thing, and the game is still going to be run and developed by the same people. Yes, Rocket League will go to the Epic Games launcher, but it will still be supported on Steam for those who bought it, so if you're someone that's negatively affected by it going on the Epic Games launcher, it's because you hadn't already bought it on Steam, and if you haven't already bought it on Steam, what do you care? You know what I mean? There's also the argument that potentially it could become free to play, which would be great for Rocket League. I think you could argue that Rocket League wouldn't have the success that it has had if it wasn't for the free beta on PS4 when the game launched, which is when a lot of my friends actually got the game. The gameplay is going to be the same. The updates are going to be the same. Perhaps they're looking to make the updates more frequent with the Rocket Pass. There essentially are mini weekly updates with the introduction of new weekly challenges, which is following in the steps of Fortnite. So really, I just think there's going to be more content for the game and more money. I genuinely don't see the negative. People are saying that Epic killed Fortnite and that they're going to kill Rocket League as well. They haven't killed Fortnite. They've made it into the biggest game, arguably, that has ever been. So that's my stance on that. Yes, I definitely think it will be a good thing. But yes, you could argue that I'm slightly biased. I mean, if they did introduce Rocket League supporter creator codes, that would definitely help a lot because, yeah, that would be mad. But does that mean that we'll lean towards a more of an item shop, much like the new esports shop with the tokens where you can buy those? Would you use your creator code for that? And will they stop pushing crates and keys as much? I've seen an argument that with this merger with Epic Games, they're going to try and get away from crates and keys because there are some countries now, Belgium, the Netherlands, they can't open crates due to new gambling laws. So they actually can't open any crates. So it's kind of scary. Whereas if they have an item shop, you could purchase currency like tokens or whatever, much like you do with V-Bucks in Fortnite, and that is potentially where the Rocket League supporter creator code could come in. So yeah. But now, let's move on to the Rocket League summer roadmap. So that's my opinion on Epic Games. I can't help but be excited. You know, Epic Games, they have a reputation for building big games, for having lots of success. And if they can bring that to Rocket League and give it more success than it's already got, which is a lot, and I have so much to be thankful for that, then I think we're in good shape. And also, I was going to make this video on this, obviously, but then recently they announced the Rocket League summer roadmap. At the time of recording, as you can see on my screen, it was yesterday. So this is going to be exciting, and I'll talk you through it because, yeah, summertime with limited time events. This is the main thing that I want to talk about. But basically, here we go. We want to ensure that Rocket League will be shaped by the same development team that will always have our family getting bigger, blah, 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 all that stuff. This game will continue to be fueled and inspired by the passion and feedback of our dedicated player base, just as it was before. Was it? Was it inspired by feedback as much as perhaps Fortnite? Definitely not. Maybe Epic Games will introduce a new philosophy in Psyonix, whereby you listen to the community a little bit more, which is always going to be a great thing. And here we go. The summer event with limited time events. Next month, we'll kick off the biggest in-game event that Rocket League has ever had, featuring several limited time events. This is the key here. The S. The plural. Several limited time events. We don't know what this means. I doubt there'll be a new game mode because it's been over 2 years since we had a new game mode in Dropshot, and I suppose it's fairly balanced. You don't want too many to play at all times, but we've said this before, me and my friends, perhaps a limited time mode, kind of like Fortnite do. I know it's hard, you don't want Rocket League to turn into Fortnite, but with the Epic Games acquisition of Psyonix and the success of Fortnite, it's hard to look elsewhere than at what Fortnite is doing. But here we go. While the event on the whole will share the same in-game currency for items that can be redeemed inside the event store, the items found in the event store can change as we move throughout different points of the promotion. So basically, you're probably not going to be given a fat list with, you know, a golden something. Like we had the golden pumpkin, the golden gift, the golden egg. What's going to be this time? Let's make a prediction. Imagine this one was a golden llama, just for that little. So instead of having a load of decals, some imports, maybe a couple wheels, and then some decryptors or whatever, they're going to change throughout the event. So basically, you might have a week of a few items here and there, but probably less. And then the next week it changes. There might be different challenge related to the summer event. Obviously, it's coming up soon, so I'm sure the challenges on the 10-week challenge roadmap will be somewhat involved with the summer event as well, which is exciting. I always like collecting currency. It's all good. But another thing that's really cool is you can now use the event currency for other things. You don't just have to buy what's in the event shop. You can also use it to upgrade your Rocket Pass, which is super cool because I assume you can buy Rocket Pass tiers straight away. You don't have to fully complete the event item shop because there are some items you don't want to get. And I found myself just buying everything in the events previously because I had the currency and I wasn't going to do anything else with it. Whereas now you can kind of put your currency towards something, you know, better, which is the XP level up packs, which is, you know, you get 10 tier points for the Rocket Pass, which boosts an entire tier. I believe plus 10 is an entire tier. So you get for your event currency, however much they decide to price it at, whether it's a new item or a new painted item from the Rocket Pass, which could be special edition, it could be certified, which is all good for me. They're listening to us in the sense that they're adding quicker ways to party up with someone. If you solo queue with someone, you can party up with them a lot quicker. I'm guessing that means you don't have to friend request them on Steam, for instance. You don't have to go into a different menu and invite them on, you know, console. You can just basically press a button, like almost like a recent players button, but within game, so you don't have to leave and do all that admin, which is always great. Inventory management, obviously inventories are getting bigger. I myself know that a lot with over 1,000 exotics in the game, so they're doing things to make it better to organize the items in your inventory, which is awesome. I'm always down for more filters. It could make blind trading easier and better, so I'm happy there. And trading, as you can see, it says they're going to make a number of under-the-hood quality of life updates to our trading system. They're more to share on that later this year, so that seems like a on-the-back burner later on in the year thing. But as far as I'm concerned, other than perhaps glitching out and timing out a few times, the trading's fairly decent, so I'm interested to see what they can add to that will, in their opinion, make it better. You know, will they increase the limit from 200 keys? I don't see perhaps really a need for that. Will they make it more items? Will they have a system that prevents scamming more, you know? It's going to be interesting. And then, of course, we have RLCS Season 7, which I'm not going to talk too much about because, you know, I'm not going to it. You know, if you guys are that interested in it, you've probably already read this. You're probably excited. But we do have, obviously, the end of the competitive season on May the 13th. And because of Rumble and because I've been Grand Champ all season, I didn't get carried there or anything. I've been holding my own. I've won a lot of games. I know it's only Rumble, but it is a high standard. I got the Grand Champ rewards, which is going to be sick because this season is the first season, other than obviously the separate title you get, where they give you Grand Champ specific rewards. You know, normally the rewards would go from bronze to champion, and then you'd get the Grand Champ title and stuff like that. This time, they're gold explosions, and you get a Grand Champion gold explosion, which is absolutely sick. So, either way, you can't help but be excited. Everything's kind of happening at the right time. We've got the summer roadmap outlining the future, this new event, which there's no mention of a crate in here, which also further suggests that maybe the crates are kind of, I don't know, maybe they're stepping away from the crates and doing more of an item shop thing, which I'm down to try. I'm down to see. It should be interesting. But it's all very exciting, you know, new competitive season 10. Season 10! And the Epic Game stuff as well. The summer event is going to be awesome. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. It was actually a lot longer than I planned to make it, but I got talking and I couldn't stop. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe today to join the Pixel Army. Turn on the bell so you don't miss tomorrow's video in particular, because in regards to crates, I've got a very exciting video for you coming up. So I've been Pixel, you've been awesome, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. I am a beast, I'm at the top, I run these beats, I hold my spot, so stop before it hits you, it's pick up.